Hi guys, welcome to my Navia guide where I cover her talents, artifacts, weapons and themes, plus there are different demonstrations and showcases throughout the video. Navia's skill have 2 stacks and her skill can be tapped for dealing AoE geo damage to the closest enemy or hold. When you hold, Navia enters aiming mode and also collects nearby elemental shards that grant her elemental shrapnel stacks. What these stacks do is they increase the number of bullets Navia fires and also increase the damage dealt. You can collect up to 6 shards. And last thing her skill does is that it activates her first ascension passive. For 4 seconds after using her skill, Navia's normal, charge and plunging attacks will be infused with Geo and damage dealt by them will be increased by 40%. Navia's burst deals AoE geo damage in this cannon fire support style. And every time enemy gets a hit, Navia gains 1 crystal shrapnel stack. This can be triggered once every 2.4 seconds. Her bursts have duration of 12 seconds, 15 seconds cooldown and 60 energy cost. Navia's second ascension passive will increase her attack by 20% for each pyro, hydro, cryo or electro party member. This effect can stack up to 2 times. And lastly, she will gain 25% more rewards when dispatched on Fontaine's expedition for 20 hours. Your talent priorities are your skill and then your auto attacks if you want her as a main DPS or your burst if you want her as a sub DPS. Navia is completely functional at C0, first constellation. When Navia uses her skill, each stack of crystal shrapnels consumed will replenish free energy for her and reduce the cooldown of her burst by 1 second. It is possible to gain up to 9 energy and decrease the cooldown of her burst by up to 3 seconds. For C2, when crystal shrapnel is consumed, the crit rate of this skill instance will be increased by 12%. It is possible to increase the crit rate by up to 36% using this method. On top of that, when her skill hits opponent, 1 shot from her burst will strike near the hit location. Each time her skill is used, it is possible to trigger 1 instance of this cannon fire support, and the damage dealt by this cannon fire support is considered her elemental burst damage. C3 and C5 increase talent levels. Her C4 decreases enemy geo resistance for 8 seconds every time the enemy is hit by her burst. And her C6, when her skill is used, consuming more than 3 stacks of crystal shrapnels will result in each additional stack consumed beyond the first 3 increasing the crit damage of that skill by 45%. Anytime stacks consumed beyond the initial 3 will be returned to Navia. Navia's best in slot artifact set is the new 4-piece Nighttime Whispers set, which works really well with her kit by increasing geo damage every time you use her skill plus further increasing geo damage while under shield from Crystallize. Other good options are 2-piece Archaic Petra plus 2-piece Hunter or any attack bonus set, and if you are playing her as a sub DPS, 2-piece Golden Robe is good option too. For your main stats you want attack percent, sense, geo damage goblet and crit rate or crit damage circlet. For weapons, her best in slot is her signature weapon Verdict. Other good 5-star options are Beacon of the Red Sea, Wolf's Gravestone and the Unforged. Good 4-star are Serpent Spine, Blackleaf Slasher, Prototype Archaic or the luxurious Sea Lord. When it comes to building Navia team, usually you want to pair her with another Geo character for Geo Resonance and extra particles. The rest of characters would be chosen based on Navia's role. It could be Hyper Carry, or Sub DPS, or some sort of Furina team. Before I start with the showcase, if you don't want to miss out on any of my content, subscribe. And with that, see you in the next video.
Don't waste my time.
Feeling lucky? Hey there! Fire! Feeling lucky?
Busted. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
No, my sword.
It's no.
Feeling lucky? Coming at ya! Hiya!
Busted.
Don't waste my time.